Hey, it's your boy, Sergeant Hooked on Henshins. So we are already on Revice episode 22. This is probably going to make its way into my top 5 Rider seasons, honestly. I really am enjoying my time with Revice, and it's probably the strongest of the Reiwa era so far, in my opinion. Just all the way through. 0-1, like a lot of people say, started off strong, had a kind of a meh middle arc, and then ended pretty crazy. We don't talk about Saber personally. Wasn't a fan of it. But it's okay if you are too. Like if you liked it, that's fine. I'm not gonna like trash you as a person because of your taste. Um, but it's unfortunate you have COVID. I'm just joking. I'm joking. It's okay. It's alright. Just joking. Anyway, so Revice 22. So this is the big debut for Jaku Revice, which is a Vice primary form as far as him in control. The suit is really awesome. You saw from the thumbnail. Half of the face looks like Vice's, spiky, weird Venom symbioteness, and the other half is like Revi's forms, for the most part. And it's a really cool form, and we'll get to that debut in a minute. But first off, my boy Julio just gets his heart's ass kicked this week. I mean, he loses his demon form. Right before that, he, went berserk trying to fight, destroy the Giftarian that was his one friend that was trying to make amends with him. And his friend basically died. He loses his demon form, tries to stay with Aguilera to keep her safe because she doesn't trust Oteka. Now she says, "Get out of here. I don't need your help. You're weak. You can't do anything to help me." And so he's bawling his eyes out, wiping his face with his like snot and his ice cream all over his face. And he goes to poor Sakura and is like, "I don't know what to do." And she like basically has him stay with them, I guess, at their house now. He has nowhere to live, nowhere to go. Um, Poor Julio. I hope that at some point he gets some kind of a, I don't know if I want to see him be a rider, but I'd be okay maybe if he was a rider. I think that'd be kind of cool just because I like him. I like Tamaki, slash Julio. It'd be cool if he was called Kamen Rider Julio, like rebranding that name that he had when he was evil, but for good. Be kind of cool. Also, new mustache, who dis? Anyway, so randomly Aguilera wants to stay, like wants to team up with Ortega. I don't understand this weird obsession he has with Gifu, knowing that Gifu wanted to use her as a sacrifice, like murder her, take her life to revive. I don't know why she's still so obsessed with it. It's kind of weird. They're not really doing a lot with Aguilera, in my opinion. I like her Queen Bee little monster form, but that's pretty much it. Um, so then one thing too, we have updated the opening to show Kamen Rider Jean and Lovekov live and evil. I believe Kagero is in there a little bit too, and I think something with demons as well. Hiromi's not in it anymore, of course. But funny that I mentioned that because this episode starts with them saying that Hiromi is missing in action. It does not say that he was killed in action. It did not say they found a body and that he's dead. So, missing in action, there's still hope. Um, there's actually a quick little side thing here. They've gotten the Demon's Driver early in Japan, of course. And one person that reviewed it and showed off what it could do, there's a sound effect it makes that something has something to do with a phoenix, something about rise, rejuvenate, regenerate, something like that. So people think that he's going to come back as basically a Phoenix Kamen Rider using the Demon's Driver. It'd be cool. I don't know if they planned that far back with the Demon's Driver for him to be part of it and to be a Phoenix Rider using that driver. It would be cool to see him take it from Oteka and like reuse it for something good. I don't know if they'll do that because the driver itself is a P Bandai item, so I don't know if they're going to do a ton with that. But I would like to see him come back as a rider and in some way, shape, or form. Um, Pretty cool too. So the plot of the episode is that they're trying to protect these comedians. I guess there's like this comedian competition. Maybe think of course, of 01. It's funny I mentioned that because they actually get the Neobata stamp from George, and or I think they get it from yeah. Somehow he has it or they have it or somehow they get it, and he's like, wow, like yeah, it's the Neobato. He's like, oh, 50 years, ahead of schedule. I got it. Yeah, that's me. That's how great I am. And it shows footage of Beyond Generations because that's how they got it originally. Was in the Beyond Generations movie with Kamen Rider Century and all of that. So kind of a fun little nod to the movie. I like that they're using it and using a movie form. I always get giddy when they make the movie forms canon in the series. I think that's really cool and really like worthwhile. That's one point I'll give to Saber is they took the emotional dragon thing or whatever it was in the Saber movie thing and made it a form like he used it in the show. So that was cool. Um, So yeah, it gives them their 01 Neobata form. Neobata! I like the voice for it. Um, and they get their suit, and of course, they have elements of 01 on them, and when they do their final attack, it does that little like text thing, rising impact. That little thing does like that for the final attack, the stamping finish. Pretty cool. So they defeat these dead mans, but there's no people behind them. We actually never find out who created them. It's really weird. I don't know how this works, but yeah. And so they're just like doing that the whole episode, and then they get kind of cornered by some bad guys, and that's when they like too many, they get overwhelmed, and that's when they use the stamp, the Jakku stamp, or the Jakku, the rolling V stamp. We find out was not created by George, and that he actually sees them using it because it's actually a Phoenix soldier that gives it to them. Clearly, somebody infiltrating it from Weekend, I'm supposing. Which I don't know why they would want to screw up Ikki if he's the brother of Sakura, knowing that Sakura might leave their group if they see that she sees that they're trying to hurt him. But anyway, when George sees them use the stamp, he's like, they shouldn't do that. I didn't authorize that. I didn't make that. What's going on? So he has no idea what it is. So I like that there's some other secondary force out there making stamps and some of this tech that he has no idea about. Because somebody within Weekend finished the Libera driver, so we have no idea how that works. So at the same time as this, we do get a scene with Oteka, and I think he's talking to the Demon's driver, and it mentions something about him being a demon and blah blah blah, and you're different than Hiromi. But I'm not clear on something, and I brought this up on Twitter. Isn't Oteka, didn't he get his demon form taken away from him? I thought part of Buried Rex and Volcano Rex, when they do their attack to the dead mans, like with Julio, they destroy their demon form. They can't do it to a Giftarian, but like with Julio, they destroyed his demon forms where he's just human. So I don't know why it didn't with Oteka, because I'm pretty sure they hit him with their special attack as well. Or maybe because they had to direct it in a way to knock the belt off of Hiromi, it didn't hit him the same way or something. I don't know. I just want an explanation because we just got that as like that's what that form can do kind of thing. Just like how Metal Cluster Hopper could with the Progrise blade thing, could turn the Magia made human gears back into human gears. So yeah, I'd like a little explanation on that. I don't really understand that, but he's still using it and whatever, and being an ass and all that. I think he transforms this episode maybe at one point. I don't remember. I don't care now that he's not really demons. My boy Hiromi is demons. But anyway, so we get Jakku Revice. It's this little paint roller thing. He actually, when he presses the button, Jakku, or rolling V stamp, or Jakku, whatever it says, and you're like, and when he does that, it like splatters paint when he does it. It's kind of cool. Then he attached it and of course transform. And it's cool because that scene from the opening where it's him standing up and then right underneath him is like, they're like this. This is right. This is Ikki. This is Vice. And it shows that, and it flips, and then he's up top, and he's down in the demon part of the world or whatever. That's the Henshin sequence does. It like takes Vice, his whole body dissipates into like what looks like the Venom symbiote basically, and forms around Revi and takes over, and it's Vice in control with Revi as the little genie spirit thing basically. So yeah, and it is definitely, I don't quite know if we're going to consider it a berserk form as much as a unchained form because it's letting Vice be completely in control and use his full strength. But yeah, he wipes the floor with those dead mans. Easy. Super great. I love the choreography with it. Him just like brushing off the damage basically from them and just in general being a badass. Yeah, so very strong form. He kicks their asses, of course, and we end the episode with him transforming back, and it's just Vice, and Ikki's gone. And Daiji's like, Vice, where is Ikki? And he's just laughing by himself. Next episode preview shows him literally playing the little taiko drum game, and like doing a bunch of fun stuff because he's in his physical form and he doesn't have to go away. and like Ikki being, as the spirit thing. So I think it's gonna be more of like a pranky type form for him where he just kind of uses it at certain times so that he can have some time to be out and doing things. I don't quite think that like the more he uses it, the more he's manipulated to like, keep Ikki locked away or something like that. I don't know. It could lead toward that, but for right now it just doesn't feel like a full berserker form, just the next upgraded form past Bard, Rex, and Volcano, which I will say the one tiny thing with Revice that I'm not a big fan of is that I think he's getting the forms a little too quickly. Like, we just got Volcano Rex like a few episodes ago, and we're already jumping into the arc giving us the next upgrade, which I think is a little quick. Um, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll slow it down a little bit. We'll be with this form for a while before we get whatever final form there is going to be. There might even be a form past this. There might be this one more and then the final form. Some things leaked, I guess. Grains of salt, whatever. That some of the final form will have him and Vice have their own separate final forms. And something about some kind of driver, each one of them using one resembling Ryuki and one resembling Kabuto or something like that. I don't know why or how, but whatever. But it was a really good, entertaining episode of Revice. I probably would give it a strong, probably like Zenkaiger, probably give it a strong 9 out of 10. I do wish that we got a bit more time to explain why Ultega can use the Demon Driver without dying, unless the Demon Driver is just like impressed with him as a person or something like that, so it's not wanting to kill him like it wanted to kill Hiromi. But yeah, so overall, a really entertaining episode, really great fight choreography, and overall story, character interactions are great. Love Jockey Revice. The form looks badass. Definitely happy to see where it goes in the future and what we do with it going forward, because I'm sure there's going to be some other attachment to combine it back with Revi or something. So let me know in the comments, though, what did you guys think of the episode? Did you guys like it? Did you hate it? Did you like the new form? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments. I really do appreciate those, all the comments I get. Not a lot, but I do get some, and I do appreciate them. Thank you guys so much, of course, for watching today's video and any other videos. If you're interested in more Toku content on Sergeant Hook and Henshin's, I talk about Tokusatsu, which includes Power Rangers, it includes Super Sentai, it includes Kamen Rider. I touch on Digimon sometimes. I touch on Ultraman at one point. I want to do something with Ultraman at least. Videos coming up soon. I'm hoping to hopefully get some videos together for once I get them. My Demon's Driver, once that arrives, just do a unboxing and demo of that. My Forza Legend Series makeover video for that, or driver video. And then the rolling V stamp and a few other things that are coming, but they're just taking forever. So, but as always, still hooked attentions. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.